everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. I'm just going to turn this noise off. One wee sec. Yes, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name's Stephen Aitchison, and today we'll be going over the markets, looking at Bitcoin, which has jumped a massive, well, $300–400 since we spoke yesterday, more than that. So we're going to be looking at that as well. And XRP is finally jumping. Matic is still going mental as well. And everything's up in the air. Everybody's going, what the hell is going on? It's kind of weird, but it's nice. It's a nice kind of weird. It's not everybody's panicking and kind of jumping off a curb or anything like that. So it's all good. It's all good for a change. But everybody's now asking, okay, when's it going to drop? So before we were asking, okay, when's it going to rise? But now we're asking, when's it going to drop? So why does it need to drop? So we're going to be looking at that. I still think we might go up to $11,000 before we come back down. But we need to look at that. We need to look at both sides as well. I was speaking to Rob this morning. And thanks to Rob and Adeb and James and Jimbo for the kind of news and the stories, and Kim as well, brilliant admins in the group as well, for doing everything and just giving me some news stories. But I'm going to do a separate news video after this one. So we'll just be looking at the charts and stuff like that as well. So I'm going to see if we're live or not, first of all. So we'll jump over to the chat area. We are. So I'll get a different view. And yes, I've got the view there as well. So just jump over to the chat area. So we have Young Buck Chewy in the house. Good to see you here. Hi Steve, excited for today's stream. XRP going crazy. XRP is going mental, which is good. Kig is in. Gene, Crypto Don Juan is in. James Oklahoma, one of our brilliant admins. IT Financial, Sean Dubbs, Stormkeeper, Marcus Shafari, WAK. Honest Crypto Journey is in. Natasha Sakamoto. Coffee and dollars. Love it. Yes, I've just got my coffee just now. Gordy Boy is in. Niles Bull, thank you very much for the £2 donation. €2 donation. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Niles Bull, Adam Forrest, Berman Skidmore, B is in. All Bramble, Burr, Mitch Dieter, G Slick, Baron Rothschild. Crypto Cannabis is in. Mervyn Skidmore said. Reese John is in as well. And Adeb Bin. Saying morning Matic, woohoo. Adeb Bin, one of our brilliant admins as well. Good to see you here, buddy. Okay, so we'll look what the hell is going on. We'll look at Crypto Bubbles first, methinks. Crypto Bubbles, this is for the last hour. We're kind of turning green, which kind of surprised me a wee bit. So the alts are turning green. Get a wee drink of my coffee there. And just as a reminder as well, if you can go down to the like button and crush the likes, that'll be fantastic. But alts here predominantly turning green, just a few percentage points up. We've got Aurora Coin is up 9% on the hour, 22% on the week. Myota is going up as well, 25% on the week as well. ETP, Metaverse ETP, 3% on the hour, 32% on the week. Clam, haven't heard of Clams, 52% on the week as well. It's just changed there, you've seen a slight change. Zill is up 2%, 3% on the week as well. So that's it over the last hour. Let's take a look over the last 24 hours. Even greener. Just a sea of green. Hot. I thought that would do well actually. Cardano is up 18% on the week. It's brilliant to see. XRP 27% on the week, which is fantastic. Cardano's not moved as far as I thought it would have, so I still think that's got a move to go. Now, somebody pointed out, and I think it was James, one of our brilliant admins, they pointed out that these kind of prices, the plus and 18%, plus 10%, what we've got for Cardano there, is in dollar value. It's not in BTC value. We can't actually change that just yet, can we? Price rank, so percentage change in dollar value. So it's not got a BTC value yet. We can't actually change it to BTC, which is a shame. So all these prices look fantastic, but in BTC terms it's not gone up that much. So take a look at it here. Overall market capitalization, $241 billion. 241. Let's take a look at where we were 2 weeks ago. This is how fast the market changes. This is crazy stuff. If we look just a couple of weeks ago, the overall market capitalization was 169 billion. 169 billion. It's went up $70 billion. $70 billion within the space of a couple of weeks. That is just crazy. And this is it just getting started. We might come back down again, obviously. We might come back down from here. But if once the bull run does start, and there's no doubt it is going to start, whether this is the start of the bull run or maybe a couple of months' time it's the start of a bull run, it doesn't matter. It just, we know there's going to get to $1 trillion probably by the end of this year. We're at nearly a quarter of $1 trillion just now for the overall market capitalization. We've been here before. We got up to about 800, I think, if we look at the all-time high. The all-time high, we got to $813 billion. 813, so still got about 3.5 times that to go. But it's a good start. This is what we've been waiting for. A piece of good news just to buoy everybody up, get everybody talking about Bitcoin again, get everybody talking about cryptocurrencies, and the retail people have not come in yet. They've not come in yet and FOMO'd in. So that's good as well. Plus, don't know what's going to happen when Binance opens its doors. So Binance has still suspended the kind of deposits and withdrawals. And they came out with a piece of news as well that, I don't know if you've seen this, 2 hours ago, system upgrade notice. I don't know why they're not upgrading the system just now while it's down. So 2 hours ago, Binance will perform a scheduled system upgrade starting on the 15th of May 2019 at 3 a.m. The upgrade will probably take about 6 to 8 hours. Why they're not doing it just now? However, this is a wee bit different, so this might be the answer, might be answering one question there. Binance will suspend deposits, withdrawals and trading during this period. Just now we can trade at the moment. So this is why the market is still moving, because we can trade. We just can't deposit, we just can't withdraw just now. That's hopefully going to be open today. I'm hoping that's going to be the news, or are they going to wait until tomorrow, until this system upgrade has been done as well? Who knows? Who knows? So that is kind of overall. We'll just go back to CoinMarketCap, see who the winners and losers are. We kind of know that as well over the last 24 hours. We'll just have a wee look. Right, Bitcoin 15% over the last 24 hours, $8,139. $8,139, up nearly 150%. So if you look here just now, 8,226 has gone up even higher. It's just going for it. It's just going crazy. And I got a couple of messages as well yesterday saying, $11,000, you're crazy. That was a couple of days ago when I said could get to $11,000 when we're at the 7,000 mark. But I'm starting to think it might get there sooner than I actually thought it would get there. If it gets there, it might not get to $11,000. And the reasoning for that, I can explain the reasoning for the $11,000 was, if you look on the weekly, last crossover, or this is the third crossover of the 70 EMA going over the 50 EMA. It's only the third ever crossover of that indicator. This happened in the history of Bitcoin. The last one, we went up about 80% before dropping back 40%. And the one previous to that in 2012, we went up 200% before we dropped back down about 50-ish percent, 48, 50%. So my thinking is just take, if we look at history, take that and just say, okay, if we go up 100% from the crossover time, which is here, and we go up, say 100 odd percent, 108%, we're going to say that's where the 11,000 figure comes from. And then if we drop back from the 11,000 figure and we go down about 40%, it gives us about 6,500. So that's my thinking. That's still what I'm going with just now. We're going to get to 11,000 before, and I'm going to put that up here. I'm just going to change it. I just like it to be precise. 11,000. So that's the target I'm going for. Around about the 11,000 mark before we come back down and possibly go down to, say, 6,500. A more likely one scenario would be around about the 11,500, and that's where previous resistance and support has been. So it could go up from there. This is a scenario. We just and measure it from there down 40%. From there would be 6,800-ish or something. However, we could come down, we could get to support here. We've got to resistance here, previous resistance levels, 8,257. We can see that clearly there. This was the kind of previous support or resistance before, and it came back down. So it could do that again. There was support there as well. So the support could be, the old support could now become the resistance, and it could come down from here. So I have to be really careful. We'll have to look at two sides of this as well. It's not, although I'm very kind of bullish and I'm very kind of positive kind of thinking it as well. I like to think of everything going up instead of coming down. I still think we'll have to look at the other scenario where it could come down. But at the moment, there's no indicators to say this is going to fall down. If we look at the volume as well, volume is good. So the volume, this is on the weekly. So the volume is good here as well. It's not as high as it has been in the past, round about this area. Here, if we kind of look at this area, it's not as high as it's been there, but we're still getting the volume, and I think we're going to get more in. And remember, this is probably institutional money coming in rather than retail money. I've had a few emails as well from people just to say what's happening with them kind of Bitcoin and what should I get into. So I'd advised somebody yesterday. I said what I would do if I was you, and it was a friend advised. No, it was my son as well. He said, what should I get into? I've got the kind of Revolut card and the wireless card. What should I buy? And I said, Ethereum, no-brainer. Bitcoin, no-brainer. XRP, no-brainer. Cardano, no-brainer. I didn't say Bitcoin, no-brainer. I just said Cardano, Ethereum, and XRP. I said, buy one of those. So he went for XRP and he got it for, I think it was 4,100 or something. And it shot up today. So it's went up about 20%, 25% since he bought it. So he's a happy chappy. And he will be a happy chappy. But he's just going to leave it in. He's going to leave it in for the long term. That's what I've advised him to do. So he's up 25% already, which is brilliant. So yeah, Bitcoin could, I'm still thinking around about the 11,000 mark. More likely the 11,500, but 11,000. Then we'll come back down to possibly 6,500. Then the bull run will start in earnest. This is just a wee taster, so it's just to get everybody excited again, and that's what's happening just now. Everybody's getting really excited at the moment. Okay, we'll just go back to CoinMarketCap. Who was the winners and losers? XRP 22%, 38 cents now. IOTA 21%, Clams 17%, Project Pi 16%. So there's lots in double digits there. Any in the red? There's a few in the red. Maximind Coin 10%, KuCoin Shares, Crypto.com, Chain, that's the CRO. ArcBlock 1.18, Crypto.com, MCO. Really love MCO for the long term as well. And it's only a market cap of 75 million. Really, really like it. IXEC, RLC down 1%. I had a big run up as well. Waves down. And these are all stable coins as well. So 2, 4, 6, 7% down in the top 100. If we look at everything, view all, this will take a while to kind of load up. Let's go back to the chart just now, see what it's doing. I'll go back to daily. 8,188. It's just breaking new records all the time. That's an amazing, amazing run. If you look in the daily, this is why I say just keep trading simple. If we traded on the crossover at 3,667, could have bought Bitcoin and doubled up. Imagine you were 100x leverage on BitMEX or something, and it kind of doubled up. How much you would, it depends how much you put in. Okay, we'll see if this is loaded up. No, it's not loading up. So we can look at that later on, or we can chat with you guys first, see what you're saying. There's loads of people. How many people's in just now? 78. 78 people in. Just try to see. Deb was the last one. Stephen King is in. Mark Kelty is in. Martin and Sonia. Good to see you back. Andreas is in. Jean. So does everybody think the bear market is over? Hopefully. Andreas TA, Ethereum I think is going to do brilliant. I think it's going to be the next big one as well. Cheese like lovely green, Mervin's Skidmore, High Steve, Quinn Moon. David Schwartz is in, good to see you. Ferris Al-Kazit is in. Richard Cooper, I'll just read out the people that I've not read out. Dev is in, Aloysius is in as well. And Gary Stewart. And got a few other people. Oscar Ray has come and joined us as well. Okay, so I'll just get back. I'll get to your questions. Just now, what time we want? 8:44. Loads of time. Loads of time. Dude, go Bitcoin. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at Binance just now, then I'll get to some questions. So looking at Matic. Matic 125. Now I mentioned yesterday I thought Matic, when Binance reopened, I thought Matic would go up to about 130. It's already done that. I'm going to log out here. Bugger. Let me show you what I've got there. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to show you Matic anyway. So, where can Matic go from here? Obviously, it's gone up. The last 5 days has gone up big time. It's gone up from 50 all the way up to 123, but it did get a high of 134. Binance is still not opened. I'm thinking that there's going to be a lot of FOMO on this for Matic, and I'm thinking it could go even higher from here. Now, normally I would say don't get in. It's gone up 100%. It's gone up more than that. How much has it gone up from its bottom? 166% has gone up. However, I know it doesn't go on this. You shouldn't really kind of just go on this as well. But if we look at Matic Network and look at the market capitalization, it's still only 22 million for the market capitalization. Now, it's gone up to 22 million because obviously Bitcoin price has shot up as well. And so if Bitcoin was down to 6,000, it'd probably still be around about 16, 17, 18 million or something like that. Ranked 184. I still think we could see potentially for the long term. I just think this is going to be really big. I'm going to try and get an interview with Mandeep as well. Or Anurag, one of the CEOs or one of the co-founders, and try and get an interview with them, the 10-15 minute interview. Because I just think it's going to explode, and it's exploded already, but I just think it's got a lot more to go just now as well. So where could it get to when Binance kind of reopens? If the FOMO comes in, I don't think you're going to see a sell-off, because you can sell off just now. You can just go into Bitcoin just now and sell Matic off just now. So why would there be a sell-off when people start to come in to Binance again, where you can deposit and withdraw? So there'd be a sell-off just now. If you want to kind of withdraw it, you're not going to do that just because when Binance reopens. So I think there's still going to be some FOMO here, and I think we could get up to 170 for Matic plus. So we could get up to 170 plus. Now, what else has gone up? XRP obviously has come back down a wee bit now, but big spike up. Did it get to 5,000? Yes, 5,090. It did get to 5,090, and is a buy at the moment for XRP. It crossed over on the hourly at 4,408. It's come back since 4,750. To me, it's always going to be a buy. It doesn't matter what price it is, but that's just me. If you're looking to trade it, that's a different story. We've not crossed over on the 4 hourly yet. We crossed over on the 1 hourly. We've not crossed over on the 2 hourly yet. So it might, according to the charts, you might not kind of be looking to buy it just now, unless you got in on a pump. On the 15-minute chart, you could have gone at 4,190 and exited with a 20% gain. Yep, about 20% gain on XRP. And I did think about getting out of Matic yesterday and I've been in and out of Matic trading it, and I shouldn't have. I should have just left it in because I would have had a lot more Bitcoin by now. But I did think about getting out and going back into Ripple to trade, and look at that, and I would have got 20%, but I made more with Matic staying in, so which was good. So Matic, just now, I still think it's going to go up. We've got a sell wall here at 14. And at the moment, I've got 3.4 million Matic. At the moment. And I did have 4.2 million, but I traded in and out. But still, I think, doubled my kind of Bitcoin. So I started off with about 2.3 Bitcoin to put in, and it's nearly doubled. It's not quite 4.6. In fact, if I was to sell at this, it'd be 4.29, so not quite doubled. But I'm just wondering whether to hold, just for the long term, just to hold it and wait for a couple of years, because I've never seen one that I've been kind of really excited about, as I have been with Matic. Even though it's not a sexy one, it's not really, it's a layer 2 kind of sort of scaling solution. But it just seems much better than anything out there. It's much more progressed than anything out there just now. Kind of Raiden, Cell, you've got loads of kind of layer 2s. Cell is another one. I like Cell because of the layer 2 scaling solution, but Matic just seems a lot better and much more advanced. The team look really good. I've seen the interviews with Mandeep as well. I've not really been excited about something this small. It was small. I got in when it was 6 million market capitalization, and I told kind of everybody else about it. I said Matic looks really good, and a few people got in on it. So yeah, I think it could be really big. So I don't know whether to hold or trade and try and just compound the trading. My heart's just saying just kind of hold it, but it doesn't matter the price, just hold it, just like I'm doing with XRP. And I was going to try and get out of Matic and go into XRP and Cardano, and again just hold them for the long term. I thought, why would I do that when Matic has got so much potential? This could potentially 10x, even from here, even if it 10x'd, it goes up to 220 million. I still think there's lots more news coming out for Matic. Just my opinion. Do your own research and all that. So that was Binance. Nothing else really much is going up on Binance. We've got XRP, IOTA we've seen going up. XEM's not gone up, 0.25%, not that much at all. The order books look good, I have to admit. For XEM, it's already gone up as well. So there's nothing much going up. QKC down 19%. To me, QKC looks like a screaming buy just now. For multiple reasons. All-time low. But we can't say, okay, buy it just now because it's gone to its all-time low. It's like catching a falling knife. We always say that. Look at the 15-minute chart. If you're looking to buy in, look at the 15-minute chart and see what's going on there. When the 15-minute chart's come back down, it did go up at 270. You do go up to 274. So even that's not a brilliant indicator, but it could be a good indicator on the 15-minute chart. So it's still above, 70 EMA is still above the 50 EMA on that. So I still think it could be a screaming buy, but just have to wait and see, even on the 5-minute chart. And this is for traders, obviously. 5-minute chart is down. So doesn't look good at the moment, but I'm keeping an eye on QKC as well. QLC, same kind of thing, really, to be honest. Same with a lot of them. Manitha as well. Manitha looks like a screaming buy as well. But the trouble is, when you go to CoinMarketCap, it looks really good because the dollar value has gone up. But we're looking at the Bitcoin value. Always look at the Bitcoin value. You want to get more Bitcoin. That's our ultimate aim. So if we look at this, Manitha market capitalization, we'll look over the last 3 months. Market capitalization is good. It has been much higher, obviously, but the market capitalization is good because the Bitcoin price has gone up. But the Bitcoin price itself, the BTC value, has gone down, obviously, as well. But the dollar value, not that bad. It's not that much. But dollar value is down 5%, Bitcoin value down 20%, nearly 20%. So that's what we have to look at as well. Would you buy BTC here at 8,200? Gone up 150%. you have to look, it's 8,287. You have to look at it. James, I think, asked, or somebody asked this yesterday as well, and saying, should I buy in just now? And myself and one of the other admins said, I'd think about it first. I wouldn't go into it just now. I think that was at maybe 7,900 or something, or even lower than that. And it's gone up another $300-400. You just don't know what's going on. But again, coming back down, you have to go down. If it goes like this, and I always say, if it kind of goes parabolic, then you say, okay, look at the 15-minute chart, go right down to the 15-minute or the 5-minute chart and see what it's doing. Is it still buy on these levels? On the 5-minute chart, you could have gone at 7,938 and still been up $300. So is it a buy just now? It is a screaming buy just now, Bitcoin. And just look at the 5-minute chart. If you the 5-minute chart, the 70 EMA crosses down over the 50 EMA, just get out if you're looking for a short-term trade. But at the moment, it looks as if this thing's going up. 8,277. And that's on a 5-minute chart as well. Be interesting to see the 1-minute chart. 1-minute chart could have gone at 8,008 and still been up. And that's on a 1-minute chart. Now, normally the 1-minute chart, you're in and out, in and out, in and out of the crossover all the time. But just look at that. So if you're trading on BitMEX, this is what you would use. You'd use the 1-minute, 5-minute, 15-minute charts. I wouldn't kind of go any longer than that. But on a 15-minute chart, where are we on the 15 minutes? 15-minute chart, if you're on BitMEX, you could have gone at 7,045 on BitMEX. If you put a Bitcoin in and you got 10x leverage, it'd be like putting 10 Bitcoin in and you've gone up $1,200. A lot of money could have been made just by looking at the crossover. That's all that we need to do when we're trading. It doesn't 100% work, but I'd say with trading, I think you're going to get at least 65 to 70% success rate just using the crossover. And I know there's a lot of TA people going to say you're nuts. That is just not true at all. You have to look at all the other indicators. I don't think you do. The other indicators can back you up. If you look at the RSI, look at the RSI on here, on Bitcoin. RSI is above 70 just now. 73 at the moment, the RSI. This is on a 15-minute. So it's high. So is it overbought? Here, what's it on the daily? Look at it. It's gone up even more. It's nearly hit 8,300. We're just about to hit 8,300. Come on. Just missed it. So we're just about to hit 8,300 there live. Right, so I want to see, where was the RSI back here when it went up to 20,000? So the RSI was about 94. The RSI was. At the moment, we're at 87 RSI. Overbought, if you look at the RSI, but it's still going up. Were we overbought at 73? Probably, but it still went up. And that was round about these prices at 5,300. Not massively overbought, to be honest. But so yeah, you can look at the indicators to back you up as well. But I still think the crossover is one of the best ways to do TA and for trading. Right, 8,299.99, 300. We've just done it. $8,300 live. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So would I buy 8,200 if I was looking at 5-minute? Yes, I would. I'd be a little bit tentative, but I would get in there. And James, do apologise for yesterday, mate. If you're still watching, do apologise. We'd said, both of us said, I'd hold off. I'd hold off just now, and I can't remember what price it was at that time. Markel, to be interested to see if any whales group dump big time, take profits, then buy in again for the last time. It could be that's what might happen, Mark. It could be that's what might happen. Right, there's a lot of comments to get through, so I'll try and get through as many as possible. Last couple of days have been surreal. It reminds me of the end of 2017. It really does remind me of the end of 2000, which was amazing time. It was an amazing time to be in crypto. But we have to learn from that as well. Take profits. Take profits. When you get some profits, take some profits off the top. If there's anything I've learned, I just kept on thinking the market was going to go up and up and up. and it just came all down and lost over $400,000. It's crazy. But we're getting back there again. Adam, let's hope we talk 20k this year. That would be really amazing. It would. Honest Crypto Journey, same here, man. I got into Matic 2 days ago and it's up a huge amount. Yeah, it's been brilliant. It's been amazing for Matic. Great call on Matic yesterday, Steve. I'm up 45%. Brilliant currently. My T suggests could rise to 151 the next 4 hours. Let's hope. Happier markets. Yeah, I still think it's going to rise. I'd kind of put a figure of about 170 plus, but we'll see what happens with Matic. But a lot of people getting in on that, which is good to see. Crypto Cannabis. Matic was a brilliant call from Steve. Thanks, mate. I wish I took profit of Lala yesterday. I wish I'd waited a bit more. But you got profit, that's the main thing. So don't think about how much I've lost. Think about how much I've gained. It's a kind of mindset thing, Aloysius. As long as you took profit, doesn't matter. You didn't take a loss. Look at XRP. Due to the TA breakout, has a target of 70 cents. XRP. 8,320. We've just broke another record. It's gone up and down every second. 8,320 or 8,335 is the highest at the moment. This is going crazy. I'll just have another look. Matic 124. The thing with Matic, you're getting a double whammy because it's gone up in BTC value. Because it's gone up in BTC value, you're getting the kind of dollar value going much higher as well. So it looks much, much better dollar value wise. XRP, we'll just look at XRP. BTC coming down 8255, but it's jumping up and down big, $100, $200 at a time. Okay, so just going to look on the 4 hour. So coming up for the crossover. Never had a crossover on XRP since. Jesus, when's it? We had a slight crossover on the 13th of March, but it came right back down. So a real crossover was at 8,695 on the 4 hour. It went up to 9,644. So we're coming up for a 4 hour crossover, which is going to be a big thing as well. But we've already crossed over in a 2 hour, I would imagine. Yeah, I've just crossed over in 2 hourly. I think it could go up from here for XRP. Now you've got a target of 70 cents. So we're going to look at XRP USD. And we'll go Binance. And we'll go on the daily. So we're at 40 cents just now. Is it 40 cents? 38 cents? So we've got... So where's the 70 cents come from? Be interesting to hear your thoughts about the 70 cents. Why the 70 cents? That would put it round about here. So I'm just going to see 70 round about there. Okay, so still got some resistances before then. Resistance around about 41, massive resistance around about 55, and then up to 70. Again from there, that's when it went back down. Yes, it could be interesting times for XRP as well. And the highest has been obviously $3.60. So it's looking good for XRP at the moment. On the daily, we're looking at a really big green candle there. So if you go back down to the hourly or something, it looks as if it's going down, but because I've had the 3 red candles, but it could just bounce off the 7 EMA, 37.8 cents, and go back up again. So it's looking good. It's looking good. Okay, Ethereum. I'm going to look at Ethereum just now, and we'll look at the BTC value first of all for Ethereum. Ethereum near, very close to its low. Look at this. Look at this, 258,000, or 2.5 million, sorry, Satoshi. 2.5 million Satoshi just now. Unheard of for Ethereum. But when you look at the dollar value, Ethereum USD, because Bitcoin price has gone up so much, And I know still some people don't understand this, but so it's important to understand. I know I might be kind of teaching you to suck eggs when you kind of know how to do that anyway, but a lot of people still don't understand about the BTC value and the USD value and how they kind of differ so much. So how can it be up in USD when it's down in BTC so low? As well, it's because the Bitcoin price has gone up so much that's pulling everything else up. So we're up to $209, and I said that before, that Ethereum was going to get to $209, probably pull back a wee bit and then shoot up, possibly up to all the way up to kind of $500, I was saying. And that could still happen, but obviously that's helped in part due to the kind of Bitcoin price as well. If it decides to go up in Bitcoin value or Satoshi value, then we're going to get an even higher bounce from Ethereum. So I think Ethereum is going to be the next one to blow. Not dollar value, but Bitcoin value, or the Satoshi value. So look at the Satoshi value first, then go on that chart. That's what I would do. I would look on the chart at the Satoshi value just now. So on the daily, you wouldn't be buying. You just would not be buying Ethereum just now. If you're looking at the charts on TA, on the 4 hour, doesn't look good. On the 1 hour, it's not even crossed over. So I'd still be looking at the BTC value. And if we kind of take a macro view of the BTC value of it, where have we been before? We've been up at 10.5 million before Satoshi. We're at 2.5 million just now, so 4 times where it is from here to get to its all-time high. So that could easily happen for Ethereum. So I think we're going to see a jump in Ethereum as well. Litecoin, we'll just take a look at Litecoin as well. Imagine that's a similar picture. Litecoin, this is a weekly. So 687,000 was a low. And it's gone down again. It's 1.12 million. All-time high was 2.5 million Satoshi. So we could double from here. Was Litecoin and USD. That'll paint you a different picture. Now we'll go to Binance. This is a weekly. $375 it was. $90 it is just now. Looks brilliant. Crossed over on the weekly. It's $66. I'd kind of spoken about it before at $30, saying it was going to go up, and it did. Go up to $70, and I said it was climbing on up to $100. I think it touched $100 and then came back down. So it would have been a great buy at $69. So the dollar value only matters when you're cashing out. It only matters when you're cashing out, or when you're going to USDT, which is cashing out. So interesting times ahead for the big ones as well. Nicky Sheldrake, morning Steve, love seeing all this green. Yeah, it's brilliant. What are your thoughts on QKC? Down almost 75%, doesn't have to bounce, not bounce in sight. Yeah, we just looked at that, James. Wait a second. David Claydon, good morning to you. Keg, I hear water in the background. You hear water? No water. That's my stomach. Aloysius, Steve, do you think we'll see the same all-time high for alts if we do eventually at 20k? Always working on worst case scenario, so I estimate half of all-time high. I think the alts have not gone on a run yet, but the alts are going to go on a run once Bitcoin stabilizes. So once you get a Bitcoin stabilization, and even if we stabilize from here at 8,200 and just kind of went sideways for a couple of days or a couple of weeks, that's when you're going to see the alts coming in, because a lot of people are going to say, right, I can calm down, I can get out BTC, it might start to go down, so I'm going to get into the alts. But if it starts shooting down, then they'll get out of the alts and go into USDT or PAX or any other of the stable coins. So yeah, I think we could get to all-time highs again once Bitcoin goes on a run. But what I think is going to happen is a lot of them are just going to fade away. So you're not going to get people diving into certain kind of alts again. They're just going to fade away into the background, and people are just going to stop talking about them, and the team might fade away, the project might fade away. A lot of them, you're not, obviously, they're not going to fade away. They'll just keep on working in the background and keep on going. But it's just the natural order of things that you're going to get a lot of them fading away. So what ones, obviously, we haven't a clue with. And that's why Matic as well. Matic makes me think about things differently. When you look at Matic and just say, okay, it's a layer 2, it's a scaling solution. We've had these scaling solutions before. Nothing's really happened. Lightning Network, you've got Raiden, you've got who else for? It was a Neo Network. It was going to be, I can't remember who it was. I've got the tokens, but they didn't do anything at all. Who was it? It's going to bug me. So 1 wee second, I'll just have a wee look who it was. You'll probably get it before me. Trinity Network, that was going to be a scaling solution as well. Nothing really happened with that as well. So we have these scaling solutions, and then Matic comes out and said this could actually kind of work for the scaling solution. So, but nothing really works, but Matic could come out and do it. But then somebody else could supersede Matic. Things are moving on. So better projects are coming out. They're better managed. They've got better teams. They've got more money behind them. They've got venture capital behind them as well. The venture capitalists are starting to get in. If you look at Crunchbase is a brilliant one to look at. If you look at Pantera, this is for doing your own research as well. And this is what we need to do. Really look at research. So Pantera Capital, Bloxroot Labs, they've invested in Eris, Flexa, they've invested in on April 11, 2019. Now Flexa is just coming into the news again, which I'm going to share about in the news itself. So that is kind of amazing as well. So look at the likes of Crunchbase. And this, I think, is only $30 a month. And you can see who the likes of Pantera is actually investing in. You get to look at them and just say, okay, why are they investing in them? There must be a reason. You don't go blind and say, okay, I'm going to invest in Flexa because Pantera's invested in them. You look at the reasons why, what they do, and still do your own due diligence. But you can rest assured that Pantera are looking to invest in a company of the kind of invested 14.1 million in a company. Rest assured they've done their homework already. So a lot of the due diligence has already been done. You just have to uncover it for yourself. So it's a case of kind of looking at it, looking at Crunchbase and see what other companies are investing in. So if we look at Flexa just now as well, and Jimbo, one of our admins, and I think PJ as well, and I think Crypto Don Juan as well, been talking about Flexa coin, and it's up 30%. That's in kind of USD value, up 10% Bitcoin value at 92 Satoshi. So that's come out on the 25th of March. Or around about kind of the end of March sometime. So this could be a big one. I don't know the circulating supply for Flexa. Marcus is only on IDEX and Coin Exchange, so it could be a big one as well. And with the news that's come out, Bitcoin comes to Whole Foods, major retailers in coup for digital currency. This is a big, big story. This is huge news. You might not think it, just looking at this, because you might say, oh, I don't really know any of the companies, but Whole Foods, obviously, which is owned by Amazon, are accepting Bitcoin in a roundabout way. So, since its arrival 10 years ago, cryptocurrency struggled to enter mainstream commerce. And we've seen a lot of, Punty X as well, they've got the XPOS machines as well. We've seen a lot of this kind of happening. However, this company, Flexa, has come out, well, I'll kind of share it with you in a second. So, this could soon change thanks to a new initiative announced on Monday that will reportedly see big-name retailers, including Crate & Barrel, Nordstrom, and Amazon-owned Whole Foods, now accept Bitcoin and 3 other types of digital money. How is that possible? Is it a new type of kind of machine they've got? But the retail initiative comes via a partnership between Flexa, a payment startup, and Gemini, the Winklevoss-owned digital currency company. It works by piggybacking on the digital scanners that many big retailers use to accept phone-based payments from their apps and from digital wallets like Apple Pay. So what Flex has done, really, they've just persuaded retailers, which also include Regal Cinemas, GameStop and Baskin-Robbins, to configure their scanners to recognise payments from its cryptocurrency app, which is called Spedden. And the customer simply holds up their app to pay. The store cashier will typically be unaware the customer is paying with crypto, while the merchant receives a real-time payment in the form of their choosing crypto or dollars. So we've seen the video, I think it was Crypto Bitcoin Chris or Crypto Revolution showed us the video, paid in Litecoin for a Starbucks coffee, and this is what it's with between Flexa and Spedden and the Winklevoss twins as well. But it's not really moved. It's not really moved the price of Flexicoin yet. And sharing it with you just now has been shared in the kind of premium group as well, with the likes of Jimbo and a couple of others. I can't remember. I do apologise. I know Jimbo had kind of mentioned it a couple of times. But it's not really moved yet, and I don't know the circulating supply of Flexicoin. So I'll just type in Google, circulating supply. You can go into usually the chat area I normally go into. So I wonder if we've got on CoinGecko, because it doesn't have it. Circulating supply, no data on CoinMarketCap. So go into CoinGecko. Again, that's not got the market cap either. So it's not got a circulating supply. So normally what you do in this situation, circulating supply not applicable. So I'm going to go into, we'll look at chat. I'm going to Telegram. This is kind of what I do to find out. Just go into Flexicoin and we'll type in circulating supply. I'll have it somewhere. Circulating supply. Now I don't know if this is true. Circulating supply is 15 billion. $15 billion. So we go back. I type in that number. We start it. And we type in this number. Start it there. And we get a value of a market capitalization, hopefully, at this. So we have 118 million for Flexa just now. Now 118 million, where does that put it? Around about 60 or something I've seen there as well. 118 million. Yeah, it is round about 59, 60, put in 60th position. 118 million. So Flexa could go even higher. There's only 118 million if they really do kind of take off as well. So look out for that one as well. Big thanks to Jimbo and the others for kind of talking about that as well. Gareth Mabbott, do you think VET will move more when Binance opens again? I think so. VET, I seen that this morning at 84 Satoshi, and I was thinking, geez, this is just crazy for VET. And if we look at VET, what time are we on? 9:16. 84 is still 84. And I just thought another one, there was a screaming buy. Pundy has reached BI price, minus 67%, only 5% of my funds. So do we all throw it in a draw for 2 years? If you're still holding Pundy just now, yes. I do think you should just hold it and just see what happens in a couple of years' time. I think it's a long-termer anyway, to be honest. And I think they're going to evolve as well. But I wouldn't sell. If you've got Pundy, you've held it for a long time, I wouldn't sell just now. I would just keep a hold of it, see what happens. Still don't talk much on EOS-Lee. I don't. It's not for any particular. It's not because I hate it or anything. It's because I don't. I'm just not keen on it. Yes, Jesus, I can't even type it in. EOS BTC will go for. Still very low. And this is on the 4 hour. I'm going to go to the weekly, just get a bigger picture. Nowhere near its all-time low compared to the others. The all-time low was 7,955. We are at 10 times that, 73,000. And probably, that's why I've thought about EOS kind of in the past and looked at EOS in the past, and I thought the risk to reward ratio, it's not that. So to get to its all-time high, we're talking 230,000, which is what, 3 times from here? Now, there's many more other coins on the market, even the likes of XRP and Cardano to get to the all-time high. You're still talking, well, just look at Cardano, for example. So EOS is 3 times from where it is just now to get to its all-time high. For Cardano, so 965 is just now. To get to its all-time high, it's 8795. It's 10x or 9x. We're going to be pedantic. 9x or 9x to get to its all-time high. Much better prospect. The risk to reward is much better. Same with XRP. Look at XRP. That's probably not that big actually. 4,743. to 23,056. So that's 6 times to get to its all-time high. 6x from here for Cardano to get to its all-time high. It's a better prospect than EOS. That's why I don't really talk about it, and I talk about it in terms of investment. If we're looking at that, I'm not saying EOS is not going to surpass this all-time high. That's not what I'm saying, but it's the reason why I've not really looked at it. I look at the risk to reward ratio, and I think there's better ones out there than EOS. And I'm not putting it down. I'm not putting the team down, not putting the project down or anything. I just think for me, there's better investments out there. It's my honest opinion. Bernard Ronald is in the house. EOS mainnet didn't come out until after 2017 bull run. Had it been at that time, its all-time high would have been higher also. I suppose it would have been, yeah, it would have been kind of looking at a different story for EOS had that been true, yep. Mario is in. I love Bitcoin, excellent. I dominate today, Mario. Steve, do you mind if we take a look at Tron? Please, Tron. I'm just going to go from the bottom up and see what I get. TRX, BTC. Yeesh, get 317. Okay, interesting. So we see this, we've done this before. Obviously, we've looked at the kind of long-term support. We have long-term support at 317. We have long-term support here for Tron at 317. Yep, it's gone down. You can see all those kind of weeks that it's went down. So from 816 all the way down. So what's that? 61% it's lost since January, beginning of this year. It's lost 61%, but we're getting to this long-term support at around about the 300 area. This could be the perfect time to get into Tron. So we'll look at this. This is probably even more stark on the daily. So we can see here, kind of came down from 2,000, boom, hit 300, went back up again, bounced and went up to 1,000. Came back down, boom, went up a wee bit, 428, down, boom, went up to 872, down, boom, probably go back up again as well. Now would be the perfect time if you're going to get into Tron. It looks like the perfect time to get into Tron. If you're looking at TA wise, when would be a good time to get in exactly, precisely? Not at the moment. So if you're looking for a get in for Tron, look at the 15-minute chart. It crossed over at 320. It did go up to 337. Let's see you, babe. Let's see you. That's my dog just woke up. Well, not just woke up. She was up at 4:30 with me as well. But look at the 15-minute chart. Wait till the crossover happens and then possibly get in then. But it looks like a good time to buy Tron just now. It's payday, boys and girls. Mario, right, come on, lie down, babe. Natasha Sakamoto, the Winklevoss twins, the investors, 2FA. Crypto Knowledge Alliance, Jimbo, one of the brown admins. Good morning, Don. Hope you're well, my friend. Hi, Steve. Can you have a look at Covalent and the Team Smart contract for data microcap adventure shirts? Haven't looked at that. I don't think we've got time to kind of dig into other stuff. We can look at crypto chart. Cara, go lie down, babe. James Oklahoma, Kin has a brand new app out. Kin Digital, basically a payment sharing app for roommates and such, others sharing bills payment. I think Kin is still a brilliant long-term one. A Mr. Matic boat says G-Slick. Crypto Don Wan, Sean Dubs, thanks buddy. Going to wait for the BTC and Matic to run its course first. So where is Matic at the moment? 125. Yeah, I still think it's gone up. And that's on the 5-minute chart. Just look on the hourly chart. It still looks really good to go up. What it's doing is coming down to the 70 EMA and just bouncing off it. Okay, it did go down to 112. But yeah, I still think we're going to see a big jump up in Matic. But keep an eye on it, obviously, as well. Crypto Knowledge Alliance, I'm considering grabbing some small wrist bags of low sat alts like BAB, Kin, Invacho, etc. If the alts do run, they could be 5x in a week or two. Yeah, I know it's Kin. BAB came out with some news as well, and they've got a new, I think is it CTO or CEO? Not CEO, CTO, I think it is, or CFO. Could be a new CFO. I've not looked into him yet, but that it was news. It was good. News came out, and I think when that news came out, it did go up slightly, the price of it. I think it went up from 75 GUI up to 84 GUI or something, Ethereum. So look at some charts just now. Obviously everything is down, all the alts are down, most of the alts are down just now. Yeesh. That's the 1 hour. So look at the daily. Is that BAB? That's BAB BTC. Down to 2 Satoshi, mental. BAB, Ethereum. It's back down again. 77, near its all-time low. It did go up a wee bit yesterday. They go up to 83. I thought that was the start of a rise for BAB. That's a shame. I thought it was the start of a rise. But I did look at it as well and I thought, I wonder if it is time to get back into BAB and just on a speculative. Looking at it speculatively. So, I don't know. But yeah, Jimbo, I know what you mean. It could be, we could get some of them that just kind of go up 100, 200, 300%. Let's smash up the likes, everyone. Thank you very much. Benton Taylor, hi Steve, let the games begin. EOS is getting a head start in June. Yeah, I know a lot of people talk about EOS. I don't know what it is. I've not got anything against it at all, as I said. But as far as we know, deposits are back online today sometime, then closes down 4 AM tomorrow morning for 6 to 8 hours. It's crazy. I don't understand why they're not doing everything just now. Ethereum BTC could be one of the safest bets of the year, in my opinion. I think it could be. I honestly think Ethereum is going to explode. And I think the big ones are going to go. The big ones are going to blow. We're starting to see with XRP just now. Ethereum has not done it yet. Litecoin, to a degree, has. Bitcoin Cash, don't care about it at all. Never going to kind of invest in it at all. EOS, if you like EOS, I think it could go up as well. Cardano, you know what I think about Cardano. I just think that's going to explode as well. And again, it was another one I thought, I should have go all in Cardano because I've made a lot of money on Matic. I could just go all in Cardano and just leave it there and just then build up some trading money again and get maybe 350,000 Cardano or something. But I don't know. I'm probably not going to do that. I still like the kind of thought trading, but I might obviously still buy Cardano. But just now, there's more money to be made in the smaller alts to get more Bitcoin, which could get more Cardano and XRP and Ethereum as well. Ethereum, I think it's time now to really start investing in Ethereum. I really do. Go back to the bottom. Ferris, hot. Holochain, yep. Holochain looks good. Nano looks good. Adios amigos. Have a good day all. That was from B. Thank you very much, B. Barbara McDonald, I never sold BAB. Excellent. I really do hope it does do well for everybody. What are your thoughts on XVG? Down big time just now, and I don't know if it's one of those that people have forgotten about because it's been out for so long. I think it'll make a comeback eventually, but just don't know when. It's gone down big time at the moment. It's down under 100 Satoshi again. And there's about 15-16 coins under 100 Satoshi again, which gives you an indication of what's happening in the marketplace. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17 under 100 Satoshi. And as I say, that's just an indicator of what's happening with the alts, because it was about 9 under 100 Satoshi at one point, and now 17 under 100 Satoshi. It would have been 18, but Matic just kind of doubled up and jumped up more, or nearly trebled up. Sean Dubb, CYT-Crypto, where do you see Matic settling down before either Matic or BT starts to dump? 170. I think 170 Satoshi for Matic, but I think what Matic are going to do is keep on coming out with news, more and more news. We're getting a lot of pings there, so if you just bear with me a wee second. I'm just going to look at something. What's going on? Right. Disable notifications. That's something going on at OKX. Is BTC still looking good? He's coming down just now. This is on the 15-minute chart. So it doesn't look that bad at all, just when you see it on the hourly candle even. If you look on the daily, it doesn't look bad at all. It just looks like a tiny wee blip on the daily, which it is. And it could come back down. You're looking for it to come back down to the 7 EMA even. It's still 7,200, and it could bounce back up from there. It's been doing that. You can see all the way up. Hits the 7 EMA, bounces, hits 7 EMA, bounce, all the way up on the 7 EMA. So it could potentially come down to 7,200, and it's still on a rise, essentially, if we look at it from that point of view on a daily. But it's looking good at the moment. And my coffee's gone cold. I'm just going to see. Matic continues. Where to next with BTC? So I spoke about all of that. Thank you so much, brother. I bought BTC as I asked you. I bought it 8,239. Excellent. I love the back window view. Whenever you want to take a break from work, just turn around and breathe. Yeah, it's beautiful. Really love the office now. The office is looking fantastic just now. And we've done it up. There's only one rug to come. I think that comes tomorrow, and that finishes the office off. I'll just give you a wee kind of quick look at the office. I don't know if I can. I'll go there. I'll give you a look at the office just now, because that's the lighting area at the moment. This is, you can see the high ceilings. Kind of office view. We've got the view out the window as well. We're second floor up as well. So the office is looking brilliant. Really liking the office just now. And it's a nice space to work. So it's a really nice space to work. So, did I show you that? I didn't actually show you because I wasn't switched over. Well, this is the view of the office just now. This is a kind of camera setup, obviously. I'll show you again. Just a wee tour. For anybody that's interested, I don't suppose there are people interested, but there you go. That's the view of the office. My hair's all messy because I was swimming this morning. I think that's it. I think that's it for today. Let's see if there's any more. Sean Dub saying very nice. Barbara McDonald, nice. Looks very peaceful, Steve. I love the wall art too. Really cool. Thanks for sharing. Pleasure. My pleasure. Crypto Knowledge Lions, £5 donation. Thank you very much. I look forward to collaborating with you further, Steve. Maybe we could do a community poll on what to cover. Enjoyed your condensed video yesterday. Yeah, I'm going to do a condensed video today on the news. I'll do that after this as well. But the news is, and I didn't know if you want me to share this, Jimbo, but I'm going to be doing something. I'm going to be doing a collaboration. I'm not going to share it just now. I want to speak to the admins first. But that's what we'll do. We're going to be doing a collaboration. Anyway, Mervyn Skidmore says, cheers, Steve. My pleasure. Okay, thank you very much for joining me today. Really appreciate your time. I know you could be doing other stuff as well, but it's looking good in crypto market and the crypto world just now. Just be careful. Set your stop losses as well if you are going in. Just be really careful. But until the next video, which will be out in about 2 hours' time, by the time I get it kind of produced and everything, I'll put that out. So make sure you get notified. Hit that notification bell so you get notified of the video. And just like it's just going to be 15-20 minutes of the news. Very quick condensed version of this. But I love talking to you, so I'm still going to do the live every morning as well. Okay, until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things